It's like, it's
Yeah.
like once you mention it, there it is,
Yep. Yep. I just got my notification pop down
Dang
that
it.
we're live.
Yes. Hey, this is Johnny Bean, and it is 5:03 p.m., February 16th of 2018, and I'm live right now. It's magic.
I'm on
Magic.
to I'm on tape delay myself.
Uh-oh, who is that? Who are you?
Who am I? I'm Ben Coombs from Canucks with Guitars.
Hey, man. Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you. Thank you very much for having me back. This is awesome. Just got the
Yes.
chat open here. Wow, we already have 12 people watching and 7 thumbs up.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Who's in here? We
hi.
got R2, R3 Locky Nut is in here. Mr. BHB. Do you know who that is?
Is that Bruce?
Hef is
I
in
never
here.
know.
Hey, man. I really didn't know. That's why I started saying that because I really didn't know who that was. You know?
And I lifted it from you and what can I say? Clayton James Hicks says it's Frankenstrat Friday.
Yes, Clayton. It
Yes.
is. Pal Guitars is in here. Hey, man.
Awesome. Michael Bishop.
Hey, Michael. Let's see. Let's scroll up. Is it More Guitars? MOR Guitars. Um, is in the house. 7/8 is
We got Sinner in the house.
celebrating a birthday dinner tonight. So
Ooh, oh right, right.
happy
With
birthday
Mrs.
to
7/8.
Jeannie says. Raw Tone 67. Hey, Tone Bolts just made some fresh coffee and has a guitar. Awesome, man.
Awesome.
Yes, I've got fresh. Well, I don't know how fresh. Tea. Going on. So I'm ready.
Yes.
Oh man, there's a lot of comments. Showman.
I know.
Showman is in here. Mark Taylor is in here. Dan is in here. Matthew Stewart. Connor Johnson. Dude, I got your tweet earlier. That reminds me. Hey, if you want to tweet this video out, you'll see right there on the bottom right. It says share. Click that. If you're on Twitter, logged into Twitter, please tweet this video out. And if you can, mention me at Johnny Bean, and I'll retweet you. Let's see. Yeah. So hey, everybody.
Yes. I was asked to check Twitter as well, and mine's blowing up at the moment for some reason, so it can't be all bad. So
Man.
yeah.
Hey, Adam EVH.
So
Hey, dude.
hey, Adam.
Yeah. So hey, how are you doing, man? What's when did I see you? When were you on here last? I don't even
That was on Tuesday. Tuesday? Tuesday. Yes.
Tuesday?
Yeah. Sure. Let's go with Tuesday.
It's been a long
It's
week.
all new, right?
It's been a long
It
week,
has.
man.
It
My
has.
weeks are getting longer and longer these days, you guys, because Mondays and Wednesdays I'm actually busy, like super super busy. So my entire week is totally screwed up now. Because I'm used to doing these things. It used to be Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and then it
Right.
became Wednesdays and Fridays. Now there's no
Right.
Wednesday. So now we're thinking Tuesday, but now I'm thinking even Tuesday, maybe not. I might go up to Walnut Creek on Tuesdays now.
Oh.
So, and to do a show Thursday and Friday is kind of weird. So, I don't know. Fridays for sure, like right now.
Mm-hmm.
Mondays and Wednesdays maybe earlier. Maybe we'll
Yep.
we'll get
Yep.
back to Mondays and Wednesdays, but it'll be earlier in the day. Like
Okay. Awesome.
let's say is noon too early? Uh,
Breakfast with
maybe two,
Johnny.
maybe 2 o'clock, maybe. Yeah. Yes. So I don't know. Still have to work that out. Um, but as of right now, Fridays, like here we are. Yeah, 7/8.
I
Yes.
just saw something here. One of our guys in the chat there, Mr. BHB himself, looks like he just ordered himself a Wolfgang Special in Candy Apple Red.
Oh, no way. The brand new one?
Yeah, he just tweeted it out 10 minutes ago.
Nice.
Yeah. Wow. That is nice.
I'm getting all kinds of messages.
Very nice.
Jay. David, it's like this. Dave's not here. Yeah, Dave literally is not here. Although who knows? Maybe he'll jump in at some point. I don't know. Craig. I got my voice back. Craig. Hey man, Guitar Wannabe's in the house. I
Awesome.
ran into him a few times at the NAMM show down in Anaheim,
Oh yeah,
and
I got to get out there one of these years.
did a lot of posing. Definitely,
Mm,
man. Definitely. Yeah,
yeah,
we're all talking
yeah,
about maybe all getting together next year.
yeah.
Like
Well, that's the plan. One of these
everybody
times,
that can get down there will get down there and
sure.
get a suite or something. I don't know.
I'm down for that. I know.
One big bed.
I'm looking at. I'm going down to Sweetwater. Going to hook up with some of our guys from the chat down there for that. And I was looking at rooms and
Oh,
stuff, but
cool.
I'm thinking it's an 8.5 hour drive. I might just van and use that. Just
Uh-huh.
make a complete road trip out of it.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of road trips, I just realized that I'm taking a road trip this August. So
Oh,
I know we're several months until, but this August I did a road trip last August, cross country. This August I'll be doing another one.
nice.
Destination Texas.
Ooh.
So any friends in Texas? I might be in your area. I think Austin, I think is where I'll be.
I was going to say,
Um,
are you going down for a music festival, perhaps?
no, no.
Okay. Well,
Like
I
like
know,
South by,
Austin.
you mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, no, that's in when do they do that? Is that in March? Maybe. This band I was in called the Mayfire. We played that one year.
Right.
We actually you have to be invited. You actually
Yeah.
have to get into the thing, right? You can't just
Yeah.
show up. Um, we uh we played that one year, and it was awesome. It was wow.
We have a similar thing in Toronto, North by Northeast, I think they call it. And when Toronto started it, they actually brought up all the people that organized the South by Southwest because they
Hmm.
want to make sure to do it right. And it is pretty much an exact replica, not as big. It's sort of like Summer NAMM is to NAMM, but
Right.
a similar vibe and setup. Yeah, it's awesome.
Oh, that's
Bands
cool.
going on at 3:30 in the morning. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's if you
Yeah.
guys don't know South by Southwest or North by Northeast or whatever, um, it's nonstop music for like
Mm-hmm.
days, like
Yeah.
24 hours a day. There's live bands playing, and it's not just music. It's like there's like tech conferences, like when Periscope, first came out. I remember that was announced at South by. Um, there's like films. There's all different kinds of cool stuff. There's a guitar show. That's where I got
Mm-hmm.
the GMW. You know,
Right.
was from that. But Raw Tone 67. Am I going to Texas to reunite with the Mayfire? Oh, that'd be nice, man. But no, no. Mr. BHB Bruce. He went into the Air Force in San Antonio, Texas, and his tech school was in Wichita Falls, Texas. That's cool.
Hmm. Very
Sorry, I'm
cool.
missing. We're missing a bunch of your comments. But yeah, if you mention my, if you want to talk to me, mention my name, like you guys are all doing, and it shows up in orange. So it's helpful to see.
And I'll say the same for me for that matter. Why anyone would want to ask me anything, but if you do, tag my name in it. You never know.
John BL, John BL 5150, the strap body behind me. Yeah, that's actually I brought this to show you guys. That's my first guitar. That body. That's my very first amp right there. It's
Wow.
the crate,
The
literally.
crate. Yes.
Remember those? Remember those?
Yeah. I know guys that are still playing through crates.
The G10
Ooh.
is what that is.
Yeah.
It's actually a pretty good sounding little amp. It
Sure.
actually is. The
Yeah.
distortion is actually pretty cool on it. You know, the distortion on that reminds me of like some fuzz pedal that people would go out and get nowadays. You know,
Sure, sure. Yeah. Well, it's amazing how many pedal companies are doing that. It's like here's the preamp of a Crate GT10 in a pedal form now. You're like, sure, why not?
yeah. That sounds
It's
funny,
crazy.
but actually, that thing's well. Should I say how old that amp is? That amp is probably older than some of you guys.
Yeah, yeah.
That amp is probably at least 30 years old.
The fact that that's your first amp, I can pretty much guess how old you are, Johnny.
At least 30.
Just yeah, well, yeah. I was thinking upwards of 32, possibly.
29 again.
There we go.
Actually, that guitar and that amp, they're both over 30 years old, each of them. So
Sure.
combined, I don't know if they're 60 years old combined. I don't know if that makes sense, but um, but man, you guys in your comments, man, yeah. If
Yeah.
if we don't get to one of your comments, just
Well, I'm going
keep
to say thank you to
keep saying
R2R3
it.
because he's saying good to see me back on your show. So I'm going to say thank you, R2, for saying that. Very kind.
Yeah, Clayton James Hicks, 1998. Hicks says, Johnny, you should build a red, black, and white Wolfgang guitar with the Floyd Rose. That's a great idea, Clayton. That's an awesome idea. BB
Blackbird
Ninja.
Billy. Yes. BV's in the house. He's still awake. I was chatting with him earlier on another live stream. I want to say Phil McKnight was on earlier today, I think. And
Yeah.
I saw him in there and he said, hey. And I said, hey, what's going on? Maybe I'll talk to you tonight on Johnny's show. He says, well, I need to make more coffee. It's because he's 6 hours ahead of me. So he's what, 9 hours ahead of you?
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Where,
I
where,
want to say Switzerland, I believe.
man. Man, well, thanks
Yeah.
for staying up, man.
Yeah. Well, thank you very
Uh,
much, Raw Tone. I got a sub. Nice.
awesome.
Yeah. Thank you. Just tolerate the audio quality on my channel. That's all I say.
Is that like this?
Yeah, yeah. I can't focus my audio. We'll put it that way.
Oh man, it's yeah. When you're doing this kind of thing, you gotta just kind of figure out
Mm-hmm.
what how to get great audio, how to get great video. It's like
Yeah,
myself. I think I've got pretty good video. I mean audio, but the video sometimes that camera
right.
likes to
Sure.
get weird. And so I'm doing it right. I brought out an actual piece of paper this time. So
So you're not going to constantly advertise Gary Kramer guitars?
well, I still will.
Good, good.
There he is. There he
There
is
you are.
right there. Gary Kramer. Um, but yeah, to do it right, you got to use this. So, Mr. BH, yeah, the video right now is pretty good. We got a
Yeah.
magical combination of the sunlight and the for the whatever that light is there. Um, you know,
Sully dude saying he even saw some PV gear in the Elvis archives at Graceland today. Oh, you're at Graceland today. That's awesome. Bury the lead.
nice PV
Very
gear,
nice.
like
Yeah, I can
70s,
see that. Yeah,
right? The 70s stuff
yeah.
with the old
I
PV
have a
logo.
70s PV right behind me. I have I think it's a 1976 or 77 PV Classic 50. Their Fender Twin.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't use it, but
Hmm.
I have it. So can't believe I traded an Epiphone Les Paul for it. I thought I was going to get one of the modern ones, the reissue, that's a few years old and stuff. And the guy showed up and I looked at it. And the first thing that threw me off was the fact that the power switch goes both ways. So I was like, okay, this is pre 1980. And then the speakers had square magnets on the back. And I was like, are you sure you want to trade an Epiphone Les Paul for this? And he's like, oh, yeah. I'm like, done deal. Okay. Yep. Let's load it up, head home. I'll take vintage gear any day of the week. I
Yeah,
asked him several times.
yeah.
So,
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, PV. They
yeah.
make some great stuff.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
I've used
That
PV.
was Leonard Skinner's backline all through the 70s. Gary Rossington was one of the first guys to be endorsed by PV, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. I remember seeing all the PV, like the PV amps behind them and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And then,
Um,
John BL 5150 saying all the old country guys used PV a lot. Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. Tons. Well, that's how I was familiar. My dad was a country musician when I was growing up, and everybody used PV. That was the complete backline. Everything from guitars,
mhm,
basses, keyboards, pedal steel, everything. PA systems.
mhm. Yeah,
One stop shopping, right?
everything, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. I've used. I had a PV. My first. Well, that was my first amp right there. That Crate G10, is it? Yeah, the G10.
Right.
My second amp was actually was a PV, a small PV bass amp. I had a
Okay.
PV. I want to say it was called a Fury, the bass.
Oh, yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
PV Fury.
Yep.
I had the bass. It was a great bass, great cool little amp. But I decided to trade the bass and the amp in back to the store to get a Kramer.
Okay.
My first Kramer guitar with the Floyd Rose. You know, I've got a red. I think it's in the loft. I've got a red Kramer Focus 1000. That
Right.
was my first guitar with the Floyd, and so that's how I got that. Hey, Luke J, what's up, man? Sorry, somebody was it Sully? Was it Sully dude was saying something? Um, let's see. Sully dude, I was gonna send Johnny a new webcam. Wow, thank you, man. The other day, but vendors hate PO boxes. Man. Sully, I heard the same thing today. I got a call today, actually, from somebody saying, "Hey, you know, we can't just use a PO box, you know." So I do have a physical address that I can give you guys. Maybe I'll start putting it. Yeah, maybe I'll put it in the description actually down here. So if you guys want or need to send me anything and they don't like PO boxes, I've got a physical address I can give you guys. So I'll go
Perfect.
ahead and I'll put that in the description below once we're done. Um, and tomorrow is Strat Day, Clayton.
Happy
It
Saturday.
is
Yes.
Saturday, and it's also Catter Day. If you guys
Yes.
have a cat,
I have a couple roaming around here somewhere. Yeah.
I had one that had a mouse for lunch on the porch yesterday. Freaked me out.
Yeah. That's a pretty
Um,
common occurrence around here.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, it's great because there's no mice in the house ever. You know,
Right.
there's
That's
never
why we have
around.
cats. I live in an old farmhouse. If you don't have cats, you have mice. It's one or the other.
Yeah, I do too, man.
Yeah.
I live in a barn, believe it or not.
Okay. A converted barn?
I'm not joking. Yeah, I live in a
Yeah.
converted barn.
Sure. That's common around here. I grew up in the country. It's pretty common.
Hmm. I didn't grow up in the country, but I live in the country now. So, so it's kind of weird. Because actually on
Mm-hmm.
what was it last Sunday? I was back up in Berkeley, California. I was up in Oakland. I a rehearsal for a show coming up next month, and total different scene. Total different. Just the traffic,
The hustle bustle.
the hustle bustle,
Yes.
I hate to say it, the homeless, the
Mm.
homelessness, um, just everything.
I think I
Um,
just read something in the chat here. BV Ninja was sent a Chula pedal from Josh Smith himself. That's awesome. It was talking about on that pedal show today, Josh's pedal board. I saw that as well. He was saying that Josh sent him one of his pedals, and that's an amazing boost pedal.
cool,
Amazing. Yeah.
awesome.
Wow. That's awesome. That's really awesome. Hmm. Very cool. Very cool.
John Beal, you sleep in a drawer?
I saw that. Okay. Very nice.
Michael, yeah, yeah, Michael Smith, the sweet idea at NAMM sounds sweet.
It was really cool seeing my Facebook feed just lit up over the course of NAMM, being friends with a lot of the guys that made it out there. And it's just boom, 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 boom. And I'm seeing like pictures of the same event from different angles and stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
even a couple of videos I've seen, like you'll see somebody walking by in the background. You're like, I know that guy. I know that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Very
Mm-hmm.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah. That's to me, that's the coolest thing about NAMM or just, a convention like that in general,
Mm-hmm.
as you get to meet either for the first time or you get to see again and again,
Right.
friends that, are from Germany, from
Sure.
the UK, from, Canada, just wherever, just
Yeah, I was surprised. Even
anywhere.
my friends locally that have the local music store, they flew in Thursday night and they flew out Friday night. They just went in, hit the Fender rep, and that was it. And they said it was just crazy. It was just crazy. So, and they did, time wise, they just couldn't stay even because I was telling them, look, if you happen to run into these people, can you check them out, touch base for me, and stuff like that. So, but no, sadly not. It was an in and out situation. Did I
Hmm.
just see Michael Collins just called you out on something he just recently ordered?
Let's see.
Ooh,
Let's see. Michael Collins. Johnny, I got a purple Wolfgang Standard coming. Nice, man.
very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
More people
Yeah.
saying hello to each other. Very cool. Very cool. 32 people watching. That's awesome. Very nice. So, you hear any
Yes.
news this week of anything? I've heard more rumors than news, and I don't like to spread rumors too much. Although I did one last night, so I'm not going to repeat it tonight. So.
Oh man. Uh
I see some
I
stuff trickle out that's coming out from NAMM. That's about it. Some new guitars and stuff this week from some of the
mm-hmm.
big companies. Very nice stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh, actually, yeah. Yeah. What was NAM? Was that two weeks ago? Over 2 weeks? A little over 2 weeks?
I want to say 3 weeks now.
3 weeks? Okay. Yeah, because I got the flu right after that, and I
You
was
lose all
loopy.
concept of time.
I was in a loop for like a week or 2 weeks. Um, but yeah, you guys like on Facebook and stuff and Twitter, and Instagram, you're starting to see a lot of the stuff now that debuted this year.
Right.
So like well, EVH gear, they're starting to push a lot of the new colors of like
Mm-hmm.
the Zilla Burst standard and the candy apple metallic, special and the ivory and the orange and.
Right on. Hey, we got JJ's House of Jams in here. You know who that is, right, Johnny?
I don't know.
That's Jaden James. He changed his name.
Oh.
I wanted to give him a shout out because he's trying to get to 25 subscribers because he wants to go live and start broadcasting his band practices and do some gear demos and stuff like that. And he's sitting, I think he's about halfway to his 25. So I just want to give him a little shout out, everyone in the chat. If you haven't already, go give him a subscription. He's got some really cool gear. I've seen some of it already. Really cool stuff.
Cool. So how
Yeah.
many subscribers do you have to be able to go live?
5 to go live on YouTube mobile. So he'll be able to
Okay.
use an iPad or a phone or something like that, tablet or a phone to go live. That's how I do it. That's how I'm able to go live with my little narrow subscription in life, which is awesome. You're more than welcome, Jaden.
Let me see if I'm subscribed. No, I'm not. Here.
Uh-oh.
There we go. I am now
There we
subscribed
go.
to JJ's House of Jams.
And I believe Sinner came up with that name. Stefan came up with that name. Yeah, we were banting it about on a show one night. He's like, I need a new name. And somebody said JJ's House of Jams because he wants to broadcast his practices. And it's like, perfect.
Nice. Nice, man. Um,
Dry Heat
let's
480s in the house.
let's see. Cool. Well, hey, yeah, everybody go subscribe to JJ's House of Jams. I think if if you're in the live chat right now, you'll see his channel there, and you can just click on it. And you can go to it and just hit the subscribe.
Yeah.
right there. And click the bell. I clicked the bell. So
Yes.
any content he puts up or anytime he goes live,
We will know.
yes. Well, yeah. Well, speaking of JJ, yeah, we hung out. You
Yeah.
know,
Well,
we
that
were
yeah,
hanging
that's
out.
why when I saw him pop in, I was like, Jaden,
What?
help him out. Yeah. Seeing all these people typing, I subbed, I subbed, I subbed. It's great.
Nice. Well, we can probably get him to 25, like right now,
Yeah.
if that's what he needs. Let's see. He's got. Let me
We got
refresh.
37 people watching, so
Okay, he's up to 19. So,
nice.
what's that? How many more is
Six
that?
more.
Six more?
Yeah.
Easy, easy. If you guys don't know Jaden James, yeah, he's a great dude. We hung out at the NAMM show this year. Actually, quite a bit. We actually hung out quite a bit. We saw each other last year, I think a couple times, but had a great time. So yes. Give. Oh, whoops! I just hit home instead. No. All right, he's up to 22. So what? Three
Nice.
more? Three more.
Three
Three more
more. Come on.
subscribes to
Yeah.
JJ's House of Jams, and he can go live. He's up to 23.
See, I'm not saying subscribe to me. Subscribe to him. I saw his pedal board.
Yes.
It's beautiful pedal board. It's epic. So
Nice.
yeah.
Nice. Well, hey Jaden, let me know when you want to jump into here too, man. We talked about that at the NAMM show. See, I'm getting all kinds of messages. Let's see, how can I get back to? Wait, that's an older video. Where's the one we're doing now? There we are. Okay. All right. Pause. There we go. Offender Guru is in here. Hey, dude. He's up to 25. Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice. Me like the telethon music and the balloons falling down. Da, da, da. We're in powder blue tuxedos.
Jaden, see if you can go live and bootleg the show right now.
Hey, Fender Guru is in the house. Nice.
Yeah.
I want to say Fender Guru is in New Zealand, I believe.
Something like that.
I don't want to mistake in Australia because I know New Zealanders hate it when you refer to them as Aussie. So I'm going to default with the New Zealander. We're global tonight.
Cool, man. Yeah,
Nice.
Jaden. Yeah. When you get everything up and running, just let me know.
Yeah. Message me, Jaden. We're supposed to talk about that. So yeah, send me a message on Facebook or something and I'll tell you what I know. So I contacted Joe Wentz. He told me how to do it. So at least I can do is pass along the information. He's a Kiwi. Fender Guru is New Zealander. He's a Kiwi. That's all.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Man.
Well,
So
there
what?
we
So you
are.
were asking me if there was any news or anything this week,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
whatever.
I was curious.
Uh, well, probably. Actually, I was at Guitar Center last night.
Yes.
Actually, I
I
stopped
saw you
by
checked in there last night. Yes.
the location in where is it? Technically, it's Dublin, California, but I think it's an unincorporated part of the town, so it's something else. I don't know what it's called, but had a cool time hanging out there. You know, I've got a friend that works there, and hadn't seen him since the NAMM show. Well, I'll say it's Zipkin. You guys know Zipkin, Yeah,
Okay. Yep.
he works at the Guitar Center out there now. Um, so yeah, we were just talking about this and that.
Michael Smith is asking, any idea when the new EVH guitars will start shipping? Well, my guess would be if they're taking orders now, you should see it in about 10 weeks. That's about the average build and get them out the door.
Mm-hmm.
Because all of the American stuff's built to order. So, and I'd imagine even if they were pre-building, say, overseas, it takes longer to ship them over. So still probably, I'd say 10 weeks. Don't quote me on it, but.
Mm-hmm. Our middle stage says April. I know it takes a little while. I know from previous NAMM shows that I've gone to the time where I see one of those guitars like at a guitar center. Usually it's a little while, just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Well, we know what NAMM stands for, right? Normally April, maybe May.
Yeah. What about the amps? Same deal? The new EVH
depends on
combo?
if they're building them in the US, Mexico, or Vietnam. And I only guess Vietnam because I see a lot of amplifiers being built in Vietnam these days for some reason.
I know originally they were made in Mexico.
Right. Okay.
I know that.
And I honestly have no idea how long it takes to build an amplifier. Guitars, that I know.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Frank. Frank Corcoran is in here.
Cool.
Got the thumbs up going.
I think I saw Sinner saying he's looking at getting a new bass, which if that's the one he posted on Instagram about an hour ago, he's looking at a Schecter bass, I believe, like Nikki Sixx plays.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Yeah. It looked real nice. I commented as much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very
That's
cool.
cool. Nice. But yeah, anyway, I was at Guitar Center last night hanging out. Checking out a few things, I was looking at their pedals. I was looking at their used pedals, just kind of looking to see what they
You always have to comb the used pedals. You never know if there's going to be a little gem sitting in there.
Yeah. I'm thinking they actually had one of these. I didn't pick it up, but I'm thinking of getting the what is it? The Dunlop, the Echoplex. Is it the Echoplex? Is it the preamp?
Okay. Yep.
Is that it?
Yep.
I think that's what it's called. It's not.
What's it? The MXR Micro Boost is also based off the Echoplex preamp, I think.
The which? The
MXR micro amp.
Oh, okay.
Off-white ivory type color. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's what they were based off of.
I've got one right there. I used to use one of those for certain songs.
Oh, they're great. They're great. Yeah, like if you have an amp that's slightly breaking up, you can get that little bit more by pushing it or using it as a lead boost. They're great.
Why did I have to? I think I was using mine on tour with the Mayfire for some song, for some boost. I think some like it was a lead boost or some part that I had to boost up or whatever.
Right. Sure.
But the micro amp. It's a great little pedal for just a little bit of gain.
Sure. That's the way I am. I always run a clean amplifier and I let my pedals do all my coloring, and that's why I love a Fender tube amp. There's so much headroom. It's just completely clean, and I get all my tone from my pedals. So, and that way too, how it is. You can, especially playing covers. I think I have 3 or 4 different overdrives on my pedal board, just based on different genres of music. So you're not bending over all night tweaking knobs. You can just have a low gain, a medium gain, a higher gain. And just tap dance.
You said bending over all night tweaking, and that was kind of a weird statement, but
I can say that.
What pedals do you have then? What overdrive? You said different overdrives?
Yeah, I run for a low gain. I run Screaming Blues, which I believe is a Digitech Scream
Hmm.
Blues, which is like a tube screamer, but instead of a tone, it's got a treble and a bass. For my medium gain, I use an Electro Harmonics Crayon, which is the same as their Soul Food, except again has a treble and a bass instead of just a tone. Electro Harmonics OD Glove for my higher gain, running 18-volt mode, and that gives me that nice almost Def Leppard type crunch. And then I run a Electro Harmonics Soul Food as my lead boost.
Hmm.
Yeah.
They actually that Guitar Center last night actually had one of those used, the Soul Food. I saw it.
Oh, they're great. It's it's a clone essentially. It's their
Hmm.
Electro Harmonics version of the clone and transparent overdrive, which is great for a lead boost because it's transparent.
Hmm.
Oh,
Awesome. BV
uh,
Ninja says the Echoplex preamp EP101. It's good. He says. He said get it. Okay, well that's it. I'm gonna have to. I gotta go.
yeah, I got a question here from Scott Nickerson. I hear a lot about build quality for guitars. Are amps the same? I think that was a little earlier when we were talking about Mexico or US. Myself personally, I think the Mexican build quality is the same as US. It's just the fact that it's a lower price point because labor cost is cheaper in that country.
Hmm.
I don't have a problem with anything Mexican built myself. I play Mexican Tele. I love it. Absolutely love it.
Hmm. Hmm. Same here. Yeah. My main guitar for a little while was a Mexico Telecaster,
Hmm.
but uh but that guy from the police went and wrote his name on it and I put it away.
That happens. Yeah, that happens. That makes sense.
I should start playing it though because it was customized. I bought it
Okay.
off eBay. Somebody customized it. It has like a little, it has like a phase switch built into it. It had, I think it has like a Gibson like humbucker in the neck, actually. Um,
Very cool.
I should, I should start playing that guitar again. Yeah,
Or at least show it on a Tuesday. If you're going to be on Tuesdays from time to time, you have a Telecaster. It's on a Tuesday. I'm sure everyone would love to see it.
makes sense.
Yeah, and you saw this scribble here, this relicking. Yeah, that's a certain guy's autograph. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, because it's the autograph, it's kind of fading, and if I
Sure.
play it, it's gonna rub off, and you know,
Could you spray a little clear coat paint over top of it if you wanted to? But could
I,
affect the sound. I don't know.
well, I don't know. I could probably just get him to sign it again, you know.
Well, oh, you see, now there's the answer right there. Oh, I could just get him to sign it again. Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'll be seeing him actually in a few months. So,
Well, I may send you a pick guard.
yeah, yes. Um, but also Michael Smith. That reminds me, dude. I'll let you know when a certain something shows up in the mail, and I'll get it over to you.
Nice.
Um, so wait a minute. So Scott Nickerson said something.
Apparently.
Is that let's see.
I think that was in response to the question you'd asked earlier.
Oh, about the amp,
All right.
right?
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
it the amp?
Awesome. I like
Okay.
it when I get something right. Yeah, Showman Blues just got a US Telecaster, I believe, with a rosewood fretboard and rosewood neck. Those things are nice.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, they feel great.
Very cool. Very cool, man.
Hmm.
Yeah, I used to have a Warmoth. I forget what I don't think I even knew what the wood was, the neck. It was almost kind of like a reddish color, actually,
Hmm.
the neck, but it had an ebony fingerboard on it, and the inlays were like different colors. It was pretty cool. I There was two things I did to that neck, which I wish I never did. First thing was I had a Floyd Rose nut installed onto it. Wish
Okay.
I never did that.
Yep.
Second thing I did was I sold the neck. So
With the Floyd Rose nut.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I wish I still had that neck. It was a great. That was my main. It was on a main guitar. Actually, it was a Kramer Focus 1000 Japanese body.
Okay.
That neck was on. This was back. Oh, when was that? 19. When was that? My main guitar. 96. 1996.
Wow.
Whenever that was.
Dry Heat 480 has a question for you. Does your Telecustom have a 3-bolt neck? I would assume the neck plate 3-bolt.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Japanese, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's fine. It's
Oh
fine.
yeah.
I've toured with it. I've never had any problems. With the only the 3 bolts. Because I know, we talk about, Van Halen guitars on here a lot, and we talk about the 6 bolts.
Mm-hmm.
you know, and yeah, the 3, it's been fine. I mean, that's
I'm surprised he never continued that into the Wolfgangs, doing a 5 or a 6-bolt setup. He went to the 4, but I don't know. They do look oversized bolts though? The 4 bolts that are in there compared to say a Fender.
they're yeah, I think they're a little bigger.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, I have one of the grommets to the Wolfgang right here. I don't know if
You're
you can,
hoarding those grommets. I know you are.
if you can see.
Okay.
Well, I've only got 4 of them. I've only a friend of mine gave me 4 of them recently. Those are going to go on a guitar soon. I need a neck. I need
Right.
a Wolfgang neck for it. But um, what was
Yeah,
I gonna
apparently
say?
R2 R3 Locking Nut says Johnny build Wolfgang Strat with those parts you got.
Yeah, yeah. What was I gonna? Oh, you were talking about all the 6 bolts, whatever. The Music
Mm-hmm.
Man has what, five bolts?
I don't know. Okay.
Where is
I
it?
believe it.
It's right. Well, actually, I need some more tea. Let me grab the Music Man. I'll show you how many bolts are on that.
There we go. I'll just keep talking. So yeah, anybody there in the chat, if you have any questions of anything to me, I will be more than happy to answer. Excuse me. Just got the chat over here. That's why I'm looking off to the side all the time. So at least I have the chat tonight. I didn't have it on Tuesday, so we have it now. We have it now. And Showman Blue says Music Man is 5 bolts, but Johnny doesn't have his headset on. So there we are. And he's back.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. The Music Man, 1, 2, 3, 4 is 5. 5
Yes.
bolts.
Okay.
You can see them right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. And when they went to the Wolfgang, uh, they went to 4. Right? The PV. There's the PV4.
And that also has a neck plate and doesn't use a grommet style either, I noticed.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
This one? Yeah. 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 These
Yeah.
have the neck plates. It has
Right.
the old. Actually, it has the old Music Man logo on it, which is pretty cool.
Oh, really?
The old.
Oh, cool.
You
Okay.
can see that, with the 2 guys and like the striped pants.
Nice.
Very
Very nice. I like that. That's cool.
Let's try the white paper. Let's see if this does anything. There it is. Look at that. Who knew that paper was so useful, you guys?
We got Alan Garber in the chat. He says, hi to Johnny from Alan Garber. Having a baby boy in 2 weeks. 1 more subscriber and another thumbs up for the chat. Awesome. Congrats, Alan.
Hey, Alan. Congratulations, man.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Alan's a good dude, you guys.
Yeah.
You actually, if you look at my homepage here on the channel, you'll see his handle there, and give him a subscribe. He works very hard at the what do you call it? The tablature, the
note for note
note for note Eddie solos. He actually gets them right. He actually knows what he's talking about.
right down to even the amount of tuning. It's not quite half a step. It's like, wow. And these two strings are tuned slightly different than the rest. And it's like, sure, man. Like, it's amazing. Yeah, his level of intricacies. So yeah, if you haven't already, go and subscribe to him. Awesome.
Yes. There we go.
Excuse me.
Yes. So what? Dang. Wow, time is flying right by, man. We're already
It is.
We're almost an hour.
Wow.
An hour into this, and I feel like we're just saying hello.
I know. Time flies when you're having fun. Wow. And we got 45 people watching, 26 thumbs up. That's awesome.
Thank you guys. Yeah. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up if you dig this stuff, and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Because actually, you do get a lot of viewers. Most of your views actually are from people that aren't even subscribed to you.
Yes, I've noticed that. I actually have enough views that aren't friends and family now that I can go into the analytics of YouTube, and I can actually see that it's not just my friends and family watching from time to time. I was like, Italy? Who's watching me in Italy? And then they watch for a few minutes, and they're probably like, I don't understand what they're saying. They're too Canadian, and then they move on. But that's okay.
Like, wait a minute.
All they hear is A's and a boots and
what? I understand all that because I have a sister. I have a sister that was born or lived most of her life in well, I'm not going to give it away exactly where, but let's just say right below Canada.
Sure.
Let's say so she has the like that's how she talks. She sounds like she's Canadian, and she's not.
No, it's the cold. It numbs the jaw. You develop a certain accent.
Hey, the two blues. Yes.
Very cool.
John Beal 1550. Have I seen the video of the kid reacting to eruption on Van Halen News Desk? No, I have not seen that. Although that looks like a repeat of one that was like a while back. There was another guy watching eruption for the first time. It looks like the same video, but a different kid. Right?
I hope they reacted well, because that could be a future for us. Gotta get some kids, get some guitars in their hands. Electric guitars, not just acoustics. And ukuleles. Wow. Everybody's. Yeah. So many people are playing ukuleles these days.
Well, that's the truth. Is a lot of music stores, like mom and pop music stores that sell that stuff.
Yep.
Their biggest sellers are
ukuleles.
Guitar strings and ukuleles.
Yep. Yeah. Like guitars. A good friend of mine, he owns 3 mom and pop stores, and he was telling me, he goes, dude, for every Strat I sell 20 ukuleles.
Yeah.
And I'm not even talking like an American standard or a professional Strat, just a Strat.
Just a guitar.
Yeah.
Just a 6-string electric. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
So it's a lot of acoustics, like parlor guitars as well, stuff like that, for younger kids starting. They don't want a full size like a Dreadnought or something. So yeah.
But the Live Without a Net solo. Yeah, that's the video the kid watching.
Right.
It's basically Eddie's guitar solo from Live Without a Net, and actually I think both these kids, like, I haven't seen this recent one. I saw the one before. I think the kids reacting to this stuff, they don't even listen to, like, they probably don't even know who Van Halen was, and they were just showing
right.
Right. Actually, though, yesterday. So I told you guys, my days are all screwed up. Yeah, it was yesterday. I actually saw a kid walking down the street wearing a Van Halen shirt yesterday, which for here is rare.
Yeah.
Like, I'm probably the only guy in this town with this T-shirt.
Yep.
I'm not joking. I'm not kidding at
I hear
all.
you.
And
I
thank you,
hear you.
Steve Anderson. You
Yeah.
sent me this, right? Um,
Nice.
so actually, so when I see, just anybody walking around with the Van Halen shirt, it's like, wow.
Part of the tribe. Love it. Yeah.
But I'm also thinking they probably don't even know who that is.
No, no, they bought it at the mall, and yeah, yeah,
It looks cool. It's got the old, the logo from the first album, which,
yeah.
it's a vintage. Oh, that's a band that hate to say it, that my grandpa used to listen to,
Sure.
and
No, you go into some of those stores in the malls, oh, what is it? Spencer's, I guess. Is that the name of it? Like they sell the gag gifts and stuff, but they'll have a bunch of old Rolling Stones and Aerosmith t-shirts and stuff
Hot
like that.
Topic. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
Which I don't care. Even if they're wearing them and don't know who it is, at least the name's out there. Maybe one person will check it out. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. And recognize it. And yeah, that was me. John Parsons, more wearing Grateful Dead t-shirts out here. Yeah. Oh, this
Yeah.
is Santa Cruz. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is all Grateful Dead territory. Actually, most of the bands out here, they're the ones that are playing all those ukuleles that you were just talking about.
Right.
Every show out here, like big show, it's a
Mm-hmm.
band of everybody playing ukes.
Yep.
Whatever.
Yep. We had a question from Douglas Bedore, I think his name is. Best EVH quality build, Music Man, yes or no? That's a good question. I will defer that to you because I'll be honest, I've never actually played a Music Man or a Wolfgang. I tried to this week. I went into the local EVH dealer. They didn't have a single EVH guitar in stock, but I wanted to get my hands on one. But maybe next time.
As far as the Van Halen signature guitars, the Music Man, the PV, the EVH, um, they're all great. They're all great for different reasons, And I've owned all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Although I have not owned a US, EVH, but I've played them.
Sure.
The Music Man I've been playing since 1992. And then the PV, I had a PV Wolfgang for 10, 11 years, something like that.
Right.
So I know exactly what they're all like. They're different. They're different. A lot of people say the Music Man, is the best, quality wise.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Music Man seemed to me the most valuable, but on the other hand, I thought they had lower numbers being built per year.
There's less of those out there.
Yeah,
meaning
exactly,
that
which would drive up demand and value as a result. But that's not to say it's necessarily better just because you're paying more for it. But like you said, I think they would all be that little bit different.
Yeah, the Eddie, like the one I just showed you, the Eddie Music Man, not the Axis, the Eddie
Right.
Music Man. There's way less of those guitars out there than all the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
They only made something like what was it? Alan, are you still in here? Alan would know. Actually, I have the
BV
clip.
Ninja's heading to bed. It's 3 a.m. there, so he says good night to all of us and have a good weekend. Have a good one, BV.
Good night, man.
Hey, Chris.
I want to say Music Man only made like 1,000 or 2,500 or something, a year of those guitars.
Okay, yeah, that sounds about right.
Something like that. There was a clip of Eddie on MTV when those guitars first came out, and
right.
I have it. It's on my Instagram. If you guys dig around on my Instagram far enough, you'll go down on my scroll down on Johnny Beane on Instagram. Scroll down at least 3 years, and you'll come across. You'll come across the clip of Eddie with
and don't forget to hit like on all those photos in between for 3 years.
Yeah,
go ahead.
As you're scrolling, just Yeah, just
Like them all.
keep harding.
Yep. Micah's himself says, Ben, I have 2 Wolfgang specials. They are above average for the money. I prefer the Stripe series for the same price point. Well, there we are.
Cool. Cool. Yeah, I mean they're all great guitars. I mean it's just whatever
Yeah,
one you like.
exactly. And you could say to me, hey, Ben, this is the best one out of the bunch. You got to play this. And I might play it. No, this isn't playable. I like the other one better because it's all personal preference in many ways, right? What feels comfortable in your hands, balance.
Well, I think we can agree that guitar right there is not playable. I think we can agree on that.
That's a very short scale length. Very short. Yeah. Thinnest neck I've ever seen, though, on a Strat. I will say that. That is the thinnest neck I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Or not seen. Yeah.
That neck is actually on another guitar. It's actually on another Strat, not a Fender Strat.
Non-Fender.
I've showed it on here before. Yeah, it's in the loft somewhere, but I should probably rebuild that guitar, I think. Although it's a heavy guitar, it's pretty heavy. I think it's plywood, I think.
Hard to say. Usually, as soon as you look inside it, although you can see those layers because they don't smooth out the finish as much. You can see the plies.
Let me see. Yeah, actually. Actually, well, yeah, maybe you can tell me. Little dusty.
They're always dusty.
I actually I drilled out right here for an actual like jack plate because on these guitars, on the original pickguard, the jack was like right here.
Oh, okay.
You plugged in right there. Volume, tone, plug is how it was.
Okay.
So, but yeah, if you look at it, tell me if you can. Are those the plies right there?
I think I see plies.
Can you see them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I've painted this guitar.
But then again, see, I would never judge. I'm the guy that bought the plywood Mockingbird this week, so.
Oh yeah. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
See it? Yeah.
Yep.
Thing's heavy though, man. I would usually just throw this on the ground, but I don't want to hit any other guitars.
Yeah.
Let's see. Look at that. Wow.
Nice.
Oh, all right. I gotta go. I gotta tuck them in.
You go tuck them in. If you want, I can hold down the fort.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. I'll be right back.
Sure. Well, gang, let's see. I'm just gonna bring up the chat here. See what else we got. What string gauge is that Strat? Beyond 7s, we'll say.
Zeros.
There we go. See, Showman Blue says, I really like my EVH Wolfgang, but I'm selling mine. I've been on a buying binge lately. Yes, you have, Showman. Rando, I'm going back to the Mexican conversation. Mim Charvel Soquel is awesome. Yeah. I think for anything that's Fender's producing, just me personally, because I don't have $1 million, I really love, excuse me, I really love the Mexican build quality. The parts are pretty much all the same. It's just a question of labor cost. And John BL 5150 says, show us a guitar. All right. Well, I showed pretty much all of mine on Tuesday, but I do happen to just have handy right here my 1967 Fender Telecaster, which my dad purchased new, and he installed EMG pickups to keep it a very quiet guitar. playing in a lot of bars and stuff that had bad ground. You get a lot of buzz playing through a clean amp. He had a very clean tone, so he put EMGs in it, first gen. So they're not quite as high as output as the modern ones, but they sound amazing. So we go on that. What else we got? That's the stuff. Yeah. Here, show you the back of the neck. Yeah, look at that wear. Isn't that incredible? Beautiful wear. And that fretboard again. Lito's finest invention. I agree, Michael Beatty. So yeah, since Johnny's not here at the moment, I'm going to say, if you guys haven't already subscribed to my channel, hop on over. It's just my name, Ben Coombs. Here, actually, I'll say something in the chat. There you go. If you don't mind, if you haven't subscribed already, we're trying to grow as a channel, as they say. We do a weekly show every Thursday night at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. We go for about an hour. Ben, is that the camera or is that neck fuzzy from where? Oh, it's worn. It's very, very worn. Very worn. Yeah, we do a weekly show Thursdays at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. I also go on usually Sunday afternoons around 4 p.m. just by myself, and we do a little chat session there. And then we got some gear reviews up as well. We're going to be we usually shoot a few of them every couple of weeks, and we should be doing some next weekend, which is going to be a busy day. We're shooting gear reviews during the day, myself and my co-host, Richard Shanahan, and then we're playing a gig together that night. Thanks, JJ. Yes, Canucks with Guitars rocks. Definitely check it out, everyone. Thanks, man. Hey, there he is.
Hey.
You're like a professional chicken chaser. You got them put away that quick. Wow. Well, how many chickens do you have? You always refer to the chickens.
Technically, 10.
Okay.
10. Is the rooster a chicken?
Sure.
Thank you, John B. Yeah. No, normally, if it gets dark enough, they're already like in their little house. I just have to I just have to shut the door on the outside.
Right.
That's
right.
That's the only.
Hey, Cat Dumpling.
Do you have chickens? Have you had chickens?
No, but my next door neighbor had chickens. So, and their chicken coop was actually closer to our house than it is to their house. So,
so you hear it. So you.
Oh yeah.
You hear everything.
Oh, yeah. My bedroom window faced that chicken coop that was maybe 100 yards away. Oh yeah.
Wow. So you heard the rooster every morning and.
Yeah. Michael Smith was, as I was showing off my 67 Telecaster, he was asking how many hours are on that tele neck. Thousands, I would have to say. My dad gigged back in the 80s, playing in a cover band. You could play, usually you got booked 3 nights a week at one venue. So 4 sets a night, 3 nights a week. And he did that for 5 or 6 years straight on that thing. And then gigged, let's say, once a week for a decade or so prior to that, at least. So, yeah, it's basically I got retired from playing full time in the mid 80s, and then I've noodled on it on and off ever since. So yeah, that's not a road worn relic job. That's natural wear. There's not a lot of finish left on that guitar on the neck, anyways.
Man, that's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Let me see. Hey.
Oh, yeah. And I was shamelessly plugging my channel while you were gone as well, of course.
I figured those 2 minutes are like subscribe, please.
Yeah. Please. It worked. I got one. I got one. So.
I just lost like 20 people, and they all went over to your house.
Yeah, they're all waiting for me to go live on my. Oh wow! Actually, I've gone up 4 since we've been on. Wow, thanks guys. I've surpassed 100 subscribers. Awesome.
Nice.
Thanks. Yeah. Considering I've only been doing it for about a month and a half. Thanks. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, YouTube is a lot of fun.
It is. It's addictive.
Yeah. Yeah. The more you get used to doing something like this too is cool. You know, I wasn't always like this, you guys. Go back, a few years on my channel, and it's not the same guy. It's a different dude talking to you guys.
Scott Nickerson said he subbed and he's a fellow Canadian. Thank you. Well, you'll love Canucks with guitars then.
Nice. Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Chris is in here. Cat Dumpling
Hey, Chris.
is in here.
Yes.
Hey, Cat.
John B says Johnny's a very relaxed presenter. Amazing. Well, there we are.
Thank you, man.
I will say it does help having a co-host or someone to bounce stuff off of. It's really handy. That's one of the reasons I have my best friend Richie helping me out. It really helps.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. It's definitely.
Mm-hmm. Jaden James saying he loves me some YouTube. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Thank you, Jaden. Yeah, YouTube's great. I've had this channel for I think since 2006. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Believe it or not, YouTube has only been around since 2005. If you can believe that. Which actually kind of is a little while now, but for a long while it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube and MySpace kind of jumped onto the scene about the same time. Did you ever have a MySpace? Do you remember?
I remember MySpace. That was before I really got into it too much. I think I started coming on YouTube just to watch gear review videos, like Andy from Pro Guitar Shop and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that was about it. And then I started watching in the summertime, like Steve from Boston, his live feed.
Yeah.
And then I think after that, you went on live after, it was Phil McKnight I was watching. And then you went on not too long after because he went quite long. And it's like, hey, check out this guy, Johnny Beane. And I was like, oh, who's Johnny Beane? And I went, oh, now this is cool. I like this. Because it was that group atmosphere. Because it was Jay's first time on the show. And I was watching you, Jay, and Dave. And then I started checking out your back shows. And I was like, what happened to Jay? Where's Jay?
Oh, was it the one where he unboxed a guitar?
I can't remember if he unboxed the guitar. I just remember he was wearing a Hulkamania shirt. And I went, wow, guys still wear Hulkamania shirts? Okay. Sorry, Jay. Sorry to throw you under the bus, but you're the one wearing it. So
Jay, I remember Jay was upset because Hulk Hogan blocked him on Twitter.
Right.
Actually, and couldn't figure out why. And I went and I followed Hulk Hogan, and I don't think he tweets. I never see any of his tweets. But Michael Smith.
He tweets, but he has everybody blocked, so nobody sees the tweets.
Huh? Is that me? Michael Smith just sent me some pictures.
Uh-oh. Paul Glover's in the house.
Hey, Paul.
Ed Moronis. Does Jay have a channel? Yes, it's all one word, the number 7, the word over, and the number 8. 7 over 8. That's Jay.
That's his channel?
Mike. Yeah. Mike has himself says, he was Ask Jeeves. Nice. Oh. Right, I think Dave still has an AOL email, so.
AOL. Well, I had one, and then once you get rid of AOL, they don't let you
Right.
They don't let you have your screen name anymore. So
Right.
every other time I joined up, AOL Instant Messenger, it's like Johnny Bean one, or whatever, and I
Yeah.
think that's my aim, or whatever you call it. But nobody uses that stuff anymore. Um, show the pictures, Bruce. Michael, do you want me to show this on your? Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, yeah, I know that's not me. Michael Smith says that they found out what I'm actually doing on Mondays now. Like,
Oh yeah.
like he found me. Like, says that's me right there.
I knew it.
Well, the one giveaway is I don't wear shorts. So if the guy was wearing regular pants, I would swear that probably is me. But the guy. Oh, it's an ad for a couch.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Yeah, works every time, man.
Perfect.
Sheet of paper is my new
Oh,
best
Bouzik's in
friend.
the house. Hey, Bouzik.
Hey, man.
And it looks like one of us pronounced Ed's name correctly. I don't know if I did or not, so I'm not going to repeat your last name, Ed. I'm just going to call you Ed. Because that I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing right. Or is it Eid? No.
Ed, good to see you, man. What was I gonna? I was gonna say something. I forget. Had to do with MySpace or YouTube or. No. What I was saying, I guess, was I've had this channel since 2006 or whatever, and I went basically all that time up until pretty recently, never ever promoting the channel.
Sure.
Like everybody says at the end of their videos, hey, like, share, subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
I never did that.
Right.
Never. So all my subscriptions are all just, there. Or
Organic.
organic.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now it's like, please, please.
Yeah. Please.
But no. So what I was actually really trying to say was, like, I wasn't always this. If you know me in real life, I really don't talk this much at all, and I really, had to build up to being able to do like a show like this or whatever, talking to a camera, talking on a microphone, talking live to 47 people or whatever.
Sure.
Well, count you, 48.
There we go. Yeah, might as well.
Actually, no, I think you are one of those.
Actually, I am. Yeah, because I have it open here. Sure.
Douglas, where's Rob? He's probably out at the local bar, probably singing karaoke or something.
Doing Van Halen covers?
Maybe. Well, that's what they were doing last week. Was it last Friday or last
Oh, yeah.
Saturday?
Was it Pete went up there, I think?
Pete, yeah. Pete and Rob showed up and they were watching Van Hagar. That's the cover, the
Right,
tribute.
right.
The tribute.
Right.
I was watching them for like an hour.
Cool.
Yeah. They're live on Facebook.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember what I was doing last weekend. Huh. I was off. That's why I don't remember. I have to work this weekend, so yay. Which we may go live. We're supposed to have a band practice at 4:00 on Sunday, so we're thinking about going live because we play through headphones and use an electric drum kit. So there's an extra headphone jack there. So I thought, why not plug in the iPad and we'll just leave it stationary, like overhead, and we won't be talking to the chat too much. But yeah, we'll just go live for band practice. Why not?
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Do you play covers?
Yes. Yeah, we're strictly covers these days. I considered it. I transitioned into the band I can play in for the next 20 years type thing. Like I played all originals in a previous band. We tried to be famous and all that. And then it got to the point where it's like, look, why am I driving all the way up to Toronto once a month to play club gigs for no money when I can stay at home, make 5 times the amount of money, play within 20 minutes of home? Not that it's all about the money, but it at least covers your gear, your gas. If you want to have a couple of beverages over the course of the night, you're still ahead of the game.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say though, you got to. Well, I mean, I don't think it matters really these days, but um, YouTube, you can get busted for playing cover tunes over YouTube now,
Oh, right.
which you didn't that didn't used to happen. A
Right.
lot of people would put up. Well, Justin Bieber got discovered on YouTube for probably
Right.
singing some cover tune or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at him now. He's
Yep. Yep.
um.
You guys have them.
But
We don't want them back. That's all I'm saying.
he's from there. Okay,
Yeah.
that's.
Yeah. He's from 3 hours west of me.
I listened to a radio interview with his mom one time, like years ago, and it was pretty interesting, Um, but no, what I was saying though is like cover tunes on YouTube a lot of times. Sometimes they'll just they'll put up like a link to like Amazon or iTunes for the original,
Mm-hmm.
and that's if you're lucky. Sometimes
Right.
you can actually get in trouble. Like some bands, like let's say, I don't know. Let's say maybe Justin Bieber himself. Maybe
Sure.
you guys are, jamming on his songs on Sunday or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And let's say, his record company, actually I did hear who was it? There is some pop singer where you do any covers of theirs and they actually ban your videos. Who
Right.
was that? Who was that?
Well, I remember Prince was very big. It's very hard to find anything with Prince on YouTube, even now, because he was always maintaining on that. Like he didn't want, I guess, low quality stuff out there and things like that. He just wanted the official stuff out there,
Mm-hmm.
which
Mm-hmm.
I can understand. Yeah, we'll see
Mm-hmm.
what happens if they throw us off. Then we'll be like, well, that's why, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm sure there won't be any ads anyways because of the potty mouth my bass player has. So otherwise, it'll just be band practices and be me constantly going, "You can't say that, Larry." I don't care. If you need me, I'll be off smoking outside.
Oh, well, see, like that. You,
Yeah.
you, you say that, but actually, YouTube, it's not so bad anymore. Facebook will
Mm-hmm.
bust you. They'll actually stop your stream for
Yes.
certain.
Didn't that happen to
Actually,
Larry Mitchell playing one of his own songs the other day?
that might have. I know it happened to Andy Aladort. He was
Okay.
jamming on something. It happened to him. Might have happened to Larry. Um, and yeah, it can be doing your own stuff. Like let's say like my own. I've got original music up on iTunes. You
Mm-hmm.
know, and I've anytime I've played that stuff over some of these videos,
Mm-hmm.
YouTube actually tells me, hey, this belongs to Johnny Beane. You know, CD Baby is claiming this song.
Right.
Even though it's me, they don't know it's me.
Yeah. Right.
So so I make money from that,
Right.
but it's somebody else claiming it.
Right. Sure.
So I have to log into that and see how much.
Those pennies are rolling in, Johnny, in today's
You
music
know.
industry, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's the thing about doing the original stuff. Even if you
Sure.
don't want to go out and play originals in a
Right.
bar, you can
Mm-hmm.
record your original stuff, upload
Right.
them. You can sell your own music on
Mm-hmm.
iTunes, CD Baby, Bandcamp. There's a number of different
Sure.
ones,
Yep.
and you can sell.
I think I still have an album up on Bandcamp. I think. I don't know. I haven't checked in about 3 years.
Hmm.
Former bands, you quit the band and then you realize, oh yeah, I'm the one that has all the logins for all the social media.
Yeah, yeah.
There could be upwards of a nickel waiting for me.
I should log into that too. Yeah, yeah, because I tend to say, hey, I've got stuff on, Amazon and iTunes or whatever, but there's some countries where they can't download that stuff.
Right.
Bandcamp, I think anybody can actually download those tunes. Meaning, you some songs you can give away like a free song.
Hmm.
Some songs you can actually donate. You can pay like however much you want for a song.
Okay.
I think Bandcamp does that.
Yeah.
Where hey, you could pay the
Um,
99 cents or you can pay me, 5 cents and you can have it either
right.
way.
Bozique was asking for a lot of you gigging musicians, do you use a 112 combo amp or a half stack? As a non gigging hobbyist, I only play through solid state practice amps. Well, I myself, I play through a 40-watt 112 almost exclusively, unless I'm playing outside and I need more stage volume. I'll bring out my half stack, which is actually solid state.
Mm-hmm.
So, all the above. I'd rather carry a 112 than a 412 cab. So,
Yeah. 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 I used to do the 412, PV 5150. That was my main amp, for a lot of years. Drag that thing up and down stairs all the time. Um,
yeah.
but I would say for the past I'd say there was maybe a few gigs within the past 10 years where I've actually dragged that thing out.
Mm-hmm.
Usually it's a Fender 212.
Perfect. Yeah.
That's what I use, and I've got a what do you call those the wheels like
Casters or road case?
a almost like it's a little wooden thing that I have out there. It's like a
A
little
dolly?
square. It's just
Dolly.
a square with wheels
Oh,
on it.
yeah. Yeah.
I put
Kind of
the
like a
amp on
dolly,
top
but
of
yeah.
that. I put the amp on
Right.
top of that, and I push the amp down the street on that.
I've used a skateboard for that.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's almost like a skateboard.
Yeah.
Almost like a skateboard. And
Stole that
then
trick from the Suicidal Tendencies in one of their first videos. They wheeled up with their half stacks on skateboards. I was like, I am so going to steal that.
that's cool. Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
That's Santa Cruz, here
Oh,
skateboards are huge, man.
yeah.
I'm gonna have
Oh,
to
yeah.
I might have to get, some custom skateboard to push my amp
Or
around.
even just take the trucks right off the deck and put the trucks on the bottom of the cab.
Yeah. Yeah. Um but yeah, actually what I do is so I'll push the amp, down the street or whatever. And then once I get to the venue or the rehearsal or whatever it is, I carry all my cables and everything in like a milk crate.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you get to the gig, once you set up, you put your amp on the milk crate,
Right.
you know?
Yep. Yeah, I have a little lean back device I can use to lean my amp back.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Mm-hmm.
find, yeah. But yeah, I don't miss carrying a big amp around. And a lot of places they're like, no, don't bring in that. We don't have a big enough place for you to use this big of an amp. And yeah, although we still push a lot of stage volume. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
very cool.
Wow.
Jane
Wow.
James, I used to rock a 212 stereo cab with a JMP1 rack head and a 5050 power amp live. It was awesome tone. Yeah, no doubt. That would be nice.
Awesome. Yeah, Michael. Yeah, I do need a roadie. I have them sometimes. Sometimes, sometimes I do have, somebody help me out. But do you have to I think Howie has to go out, so I'll be right.
Sure.
If you want to plug your
Yep.
channel for a minute.
Sure. Yes, for those already who haven't subscribed, feel free to subscribe to my channel. Just checking out the chat here. Yes, I am lucky enough. At times, I do get a roadie as well. I've got a good friend of mine that volunteers his lifting services to help me out. He also works as my guitar tech. So if I break a string, I always have a backup guitar handy, and he'll have it be standing there next to me when I'm finished playing and just swap guitars really quick. And then he can do a string change for me while I'm playing my backup and get back to my main guitar as soon as I can. It's what I do. So I always take multiple guitars to gigs. Oh, thanks, our Middle Stage podcast. Yes. My channel's just my name. Our metal stage just tagged me right above there, Ed. I appreciate it. Yeah. Got all kinds of stuff on there. And it's just going to keep growing week to week, day to day. Put a lot of time and effort into it. We're trying to grow things, and we just like to keep it real. We talk about anything and everything guitars. Nice. Showman Blue says, I just lost 23 pounds. Today is the first day I've had food since January 15th. Congrats, Showman. That's awesome. Just scrolling up here in case I missed anything. Yeah, I don't know if I have anything else handy I could show you guys right now as far as a guitar or anything. We got, what, 44 people watching, 33 thumbs up. Hey, can we get a couple more thumbs up for Johnny before he comes back? I'm just curious. Make sure, yeah, I've already liked it. Excellent. John B says, I'm at work now, but this is more important. JJ's House of Jam says, I'm no cigarettes since Monday and eating like crazy. Yeah. That's because nicotine is an appetite suppressant. I can't say that vaporizers work, but I smoked for 25 years and I haven't had a cigarette in about 4 years. So, of course, I can't live without my vape at this point, but hey. Hey, there he is. Howie's all good?
Yeah. Yeah, he had to go number one. Yeah. Yeah, the vaping, man. Yeah, that's
Yep.
huge out here, man. That's
Yeah. I'm a real advocate for it, probably because I run a vape shop for one thing, but yeah, they're really starting to cut down on it. Like they're treated the exact same as cigarettes in Ontario as far as where you can use them and anything like that. So.
Yeah. Yeah, because when they first came out, it's like, wow, I can do this anywhere. I can go to Burger King but yeah, now.
Yeah, it was only just in the last year they stopped allowing me to use them in bars. And it was funny. I was allowed to vape in a bar, but the customers weren't. As long as I stayed up around the stage area, they're like, "Yeah, we'll just pretend you have a fog machine." And it was great because I had bandmates that smoked. And you do an hour-long set, and it's halfway through the set, and they're really wanting a cigarette, and I'm going back to my amplifier and having a shot of my vaporizer between songs. So I'm like, I'm fine. We can play another hour. I'm fine. No, we're not. No, we're not.
Man. So what do you think about that though? What do you think about, those things being treated like cigarettes or
Sure, like technically when I exhale, there is a very, very, very trace amount of nicotine in the vapor, but they are 95% less harmful than cigarettes. So that's based on a 3-year study that was done by the medical journal in England. So, but I get it. Yeah, well, it's a hassle for me that but I'm used to going outside. I was used to going outside to smoke anyway. So the difference is I can go out and have a whole cigarette's worth of nicotine in one hit. So I can go back inside in like 10 seconds. So I don't even need to put my coat on or anything. Just stick my head out the door, have one hit, and I'm good. So,
wow.
Yeah. Well, it's a very powerful unit. Yeah, this is about 25 times as powerful as those little pen style ones that look like the cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like I was telling you the other day, when I used to use one of those, mine looked like an actual cigarette. It was some 7-Eleven USB. You'd plug it in, you'd charge it.
Yep.
Like I would plug it in to my laptop,
Mm-hmm.
and then you had the little things you'd fill up the vape juice or whatever you call it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
sometimes you would take too big of a hit, and you would get the vape juice like actually in your mouth.
Yeah. Yeah.
And your mouth,
Yep.
so your lip would go numb.
Yep.
And
Yep. Yep. I know that feeling. Yep.
but yeah, that was years ago though, too. Last
Yeah.
time I did one of those was
Sure.
2012.
Wow.
So
Congrats.
look at this though. I just found this. Well, I mean, I've had this for years and years and years. I figured I would show you guys this, see if any of you guys have ever seen one of these. I used to use
I have one of those myself.
Used to use that years ago.
Yep.
Can these only be used with Boss pedals? Do you know?
If the output's 9 volts and not the old 12 volt, then yes. But I'm guessing because it seems to be they stopped building those by the late 80s, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
Before they moved, yeah, because that's still Japanese built. That's before they moved to Taiwan. So
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I have one of those myself upstairs in my room. I remember I liked it, but to get the daisy chain, I broke the daisy chain in it, and those Boss daisy chains were impossible to find.
I'm thinking the one that I had, I think the one I had was new. It was just off eBay, like somebody like they made them. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I had the Velcro on the bottom, and that took the sticker off, the decal that actually had
Yep.
all the information on it.
All the yeah.
Yeah, this is Japanese. I remember.
It was funny. I was moving my old Boss CE2 chorus pedal from one pedal board to the other, and I had to reverse the Velcro. And so I
Mhm.
pulled the Velcro strip off, which of course pulls off that foil sticker. But I'm like, how will people know it was made in Japan? And I spent half an hour peeling the label off the Velcro and getting all the glue off of it just to put it aside because I still have the original box. So I put it in the box. I was like, one day I can show people it was Japanese built.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I've got mine, but the thing is, I really don't. What Boss pedals do I even use now? I use the tuner.
Mm-hmm.
Where is my board? Oh, it's all hooked. It's all closed. I use the tuner. I think a super chorus
Right, the CE5.
that I got like 20 years ago.
Yep.
The blue one or whatever. And yeah, I do not vape.
Hey,
Hey,
we have
Dave.
David Nesdall in the chat.
Dave. Yeah, I last time I vaped was 2012,
There
and
we
that's the
go.
last time I smoked. Last time I smoked and vaped,
Yeah.
and I think chewed the gum. All that was all
Right.
what 6 years?
Mm-hmm.
It's been five something years since I've done any of that stuff.
Well, speaking of Boss pedals, I learned a while ago it's a good idea to always have a Boss pedal on your board because they're buffered. So, if you get signal loss through the course of a few pedals, uh, you don't even have to have it necessarily turned on, but just the fact it's on because it's not true bypass, it'll bring you back up to line level because they are buffered. So I have a Boss delay at the end of my signal chain just for that reason.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it just brings it back to
That's
line level.
interesting. That's really cool.
There.
Oh, I didn't know
Since I'm
that.
pulling, since I'm doing Dave's job tonight, I try to drop some knowledge, I hope. So not as good as David is, but I try. So yes.
um, that's cool though, man. I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
Does it work with the tuner too? Like I've got the tuner like in
I
the
can't see
front,
why not. Do
in
you
the
run the
front.
tuner at the beginning of your chain or the end?
The guitar goes into the tuner and then everything
Okay.
else after
Yep.
that.
That's the way I run mine. However, like Rich likes to run his tuner at the end of his signal chain so he can use it as a master mute. Because like if you do an ending to a song and you have a big delay trail, he can just mute it when he wants, as opposed to at the beginning, if you have it and use it as the mute, it's still going to carry the signal. The delay will still keep going and going, right? Because it's still active. But if you put it after, it will mute everything prior.
So,
If you have
so
it set to mute when you turn it on, that's what I do with mine.
oh, I don't even know. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll step on mine to tune.
Mm-hmm. Does it
You
mute
know,
your signal though when it does that?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So if you put it at
It
the end
cuts
of your
out the.
chain, no matter what is going on, you could have some crazy loop going or something. You could just mute it all at once just by having it at the end of your signal chain.
At the very end.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Personally, I still run mine at the beginning just because otherwise I can't find it on my pedal board. It has to be bottom right, no matter what. Yeah. To buffer or not to buffer? This is the question. John B says yes. Long cables or not? I try to use the shortest cables I can, but that I can still move around though. But sometimes, generally, I have to run a 25-foot cable back to my amp usually.
The amp. Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually you got to have a super long cable from your board to
Yeah.
your amp.
Yeah.
And then
Plus, we like to keep our amps almost behind the drummer so he can hear them that much better.
yeah. Yeah. Yep. Uh-oh. JJ's House of Jams. Let me
Oh,
see. I'll let you. Yeah, he said something that got picked up. There he is. Yeah, I don't know if you know this. You can set your chat for certain words, and certain things
right.
won't, like, they won't show to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I have it set up. So for swear words,
Right.
so usually if somebody says a bad word, it gets picked up usually, but some people have found their ways around that.
Yeah. I've seen that a couple of times. Yeah.
Okay, speaking of swear words, Nesdal wants to jump in real quick.
Oh, awesome.
Okay, we'll let him jump in, and then I think we're gonna call it in a few. I mean, we're going on over an hour and a half.
Yeah, we're about an hour
There
and
we
a
go.
half live, I would imagine.
All right, Nesdal's jumping in. Cat dumpling. I haven't logged into. Oh, they're talking about something. Yeah, well, Cat,
I
good to
guess
see
so,
you.
yeah.
I haven't seen you on here for a long time.
Mm-hmm. I recognize the name from watching previous shows, but I'm trying to remember the last time I saw Cat Dumpling in the chat. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
There he is.
Hey,
what's going on?
Hey,
good man.
good to see you, sir.
Same here. How you doing, Ben?
I'm doing well. It's nice to be on a show with good audio.
Oh yeah.
I had more bad audio problems last night. So
Oh no.
yeah,
Oh,
my two preamps, something came loose in it and was overheating, and our sound was intermittent.
oh no.
Yeah,
That's horrible.
yeah. That's usual me for a Thursday night show. We always have some kind of audio issue, but in it was over. But it's good to see you.
Thank you.
You
Appreciate
had
it.
a good week.
Yeah, it was all right.
All right.
It was okay. Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
How's everyone doing?
Everyone seems to be doing well tonight, I think. Chat's been flying tonight.
Oh yeah, it's been crazy. It's been craziness.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny's been talking in chickens, and I've been hosting the Johnny Bean show at times.
Nice. You tucked
Subscribe
in
to
the
Ben
chickens
Coombs.
already?
Subscribe to Ben Coombs.
Yeah,
What was that?
Mm-hmm.
we got Jaden James. A bunch of
Yeah.
subscribers to where he can
Now go live.
he can go live now. Jaden James has a channel.
Very cool. Oh, that's cool. Showman, yes, I went out to dinner with my lovely young lady here, and my parents.
Nice.
And hey, Michael Smith, Clark Human, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Yes.
I found a bail bondsman. That's very funny. Yeah. Yeah, that's about the size of it.
So if you see in the chat there, JJ's House of Jams, that's Jaden James.
Oh, hey, JJ. Cool. What's going
Rebranded.
on?
Yeah.
So what? So his show is all about jellies?
Yeah, he'll have Harry
Everything-
Evans on.
Everything that goes with peanut butter?
They could talk honey and jams and jellies and
Chris
all
says
things-
hello, hon. Hi.
Oh no!
And Snickers.
Snickers says hi.
Feeling better, Snickers?
He's just feeling better.
You feeling better?
She's definitely not sick anymore.
Yep.
Good.
Oh, wow, man. Yeah, everybody's dogs have been not feeling well. Howie went through like 4 days of not feeling well, and he's finally getting better.
Oh, I'm glad he's feeling better. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Everybody's getting sick.
Michael Smith says hello, Snickers.
Yeah, there's like a, you know how we're all getting like anthrax and whatever. There's like a dog flu going around.
I heard about that. That's what I thought she had at first. I was scared. No.
Yeah. Oh, that wasn't Howie's case. Howie actually he ate something that upset his stomach, but
Snickers too.
Well, Tone Bolts asks me a question. He asks Dave, are parts available for the Kaler Model 2300 made in USA? I got to apologize, but I really don't know anything about Kaler systems. That's one system that I never learned stuff about. What do you want? Hi. Sorry, Tone Bolts.
I had a Kaler on a Deane. I about 22 years ago or whatever. I had a Deane baby Z.
Oh wow, those are worth a lot of money.
Are they?
Yeah, they're a lot of money these days.
Wish I still had that thing. But it was 24 frets though, and so you know, I'm not big on the 24 frets, and it had a Kaler, which I wasn't really big on either, but. It was a cool guitar. You know what guitar it is? It looks like it's like a mini Explorer.
Sure, yeah. It's the guitar that Nancy Wilson used in a couple of Heart videos.
Oh,
very cool.
Ooh. Howie probably ate a dessert snake or a rock toad. Gross.
Oh.
Actually, my cat did eat a mouse on the porch yesterday, and usually that's you know pretty gross. But because what happens is the mouse comes up, or not the cat comes up and makes like a certain like meowing sound, and every time you hear that sound, it's like oh she has something, you know. And so I opened up the door and looked out. There's a mouse there lying on the ground. Its eyes were wide open.
Oh.
And I screamed and I slammed the door.
I can just picture you screaming.
It was horrible. Do mice usually have like green eyes?
Yes, they can.
Okay, well
They're
that's
usually black, really.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
Dark.
Yeah, whatever this was, it had green eyes.
Maybe it was an Irish, an Irish mouse.
Or a mole or something.
Yeah, a mole.
Yeah, mole or vole or.
I found those out there, moles.
Chipmunks. Yeah, I have 2 cats. I get it.
Yeah, we have a cat here too. 2 dogs and a cat. So what have we been talking about? And how long you been talking?
Ooh,
we've been talking about moles and mice. And...
You guys good? Wow, the lights went out. The lights just flickered for a second.
Huh.
Weird.
You're ready to go already, huh?
No,
we've been on since 5, or we've been on since 8. Like literally, like 8.
Just after 8. Yeah,
we were like right on time.
Oh, Michael Smith, we went to Friendly's for dinner. I don't know if the rest of the country knows what Friendly's is, but it's
we have a couple of them in Canada.
It's an ice cream place that serves burgers and diner food like
yeah, good stuff. Very nice.
Friendlies?
Yeah.
So they have like the Friendlies fries?
Yeah. Exactly.
Everyone's talking food now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm hungry, man. What did I have? I ate something. Oh, I had pizza. I had
nice.
Well, it wasn't good. There's a place out here called Pizza My Heart. I don't know if you guys have it. Maybe it's a California.
Excuse me. Maybe
it's a Northern California thing, but Anyway, it wasn't. I almost ordered 2 slices, and I'm glad I didn't because it wasn't. Plus, I gave them $1 tip
Hmm.
for a slice of pizza, which I guess that's
Nice.
nice. But I took one bite, and I'm
So
like,
you paid double. You paid double for one slice.
I
Are they
paid,
$1 a slice?
I wish.
no, it was with my $1 tip. I paid like 5 something.
For one slice of pizza?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what it is here.
It was like
That's
four,
insane.
it was like
Yep.
like $4 a slice. You know, and it wasn't
How
even
big
good.
is it?
The pizza.
Yeah. No, your dollar bills. How big are they?
It was actually, well, I just threw the box away. It was a pretty good. It was pretty good size, but it wasn't good. Although I've had I've actually had the same a slice from the same place in Capitola Village. If any of you guys know the Santa Cruz area, Capitola Village is like a real big tourist. It's right on the beach. I had a slice from there from the place, and it was actually good. This time it wasn't good. So anyway, that's what I had. I had that, and then I came home and had one of those spicy ramens that I have.
Wow.
Very cool.
I think a slice of pizza here is $2.25 or $2.50,
Wow.
and
Nice.
it's a huge slice. It's big.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But don't you have you have a pizza place on every corner there?
Not well. I'm talking about here in town, but
But let's say Manhattan, let's say New York.
in New York, I don't think it's on every corner. But there's a lot.
Almost. Because
Yeah, there's more. Yeah, I guess.
I actually saw a show on it. There's a YouTube channel that strictly talks about pizza and stuff. And they were
Yeah, but if you're coming to New York City and you're looking for the original Ray's pizza, there's no such thing. There's no such thing as original Ray's. It's a myth. There's nothing like that. There are some original pizzerias in Manhattan, but Ray's is not one of them.
Mm-hmm. Actually, since we're talking about pizza, I've had this pizza. I've had this pizza. I've had this Italian restaurant in Walnut Creek, like stalking me, the past like week on Twitter. Like
Johnny, you need to eat.
Like trying to get me to come to their place. You know, like I don't know if you guys are on. A lot of you guys are on Twitter, but a lot of restaurants. Like if you hashtag like let's say a town. Like, let's say I was in Walnut Creek last week and I did hashtag Walnut Creek for one of my Instagrams or whatever. This restaurant in Walnut Creek, you know, came across that and they're like tweeting at me, you know, like, hey, do you like pizza? Hey, what kind of pizza do you like? Hey, you know, these questions. And finally, like, hey, you should come into our place, which they finally said after a series of tweets, you know. So I said, well, maybe I said, are you guys open Monday? Because I'll be up in Walnut Creek this Monday. But then I looked, and I know exactly where the place is. You know, I've actually used to drive by there all the time. But I looked at their menu, and it's like a little too much.
Hey, we got Blackie DH in here. I haven't seen him in the chat in a while. Welcome.
Yeah, Romeo Delight 90 here too. What's that?
Yeah.
Hey, you guys.
50 people watching. See, we got up to 50 finally now that Dave's on.
Oh, stop.
51.
I've been watching the numbers, sir.
51.
Yeah. Awesome.
But yeah. Anyway, yeah, bad pizza. It wasn't good.
Yeah.
It wasn't worth the even $2 wasn't good. You guys want to know the worst pizza I've ever had?
What?
Well, you guys might like it. Whole Foods.
Ugh.
Do you guys have Whole Foods out there?
Yeah, yep.
No.
And I eat there. I eat at Whole Foods. I love the salad bar.
Oh, the salad bar is great. I've done that too. But you ever had a slice of their pizza?
No.
It's terrible, man.
I think the worst pizza I ever had was in the Dominican Republic. And all I can say is they tried. They really tried. The attempt was made. Yeah.
Whole paycheck. That's right, Bazik. Yeah, leave their pizza alone. Leave their burritos alone. They make burritos there too. Not good, and I hate to say it. I hate.
Well, I mean, they're like a it's like a health food store. And I mean, if you want burritos and or pizza, don't eat it at a health food store. just is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, out here you have like all those places, and yeah, it's like they're like a health food, but they're not way like. What am I even trying to say? My tea was very strong today, if you can't tell.
Was it more from Dave's neck of the woods, as in Long Island?
I don't know where. I don't know what it was. It might have been the Nick Thompson stuff.
I heard the giggle.
Jay, are you guys still out to dinner? Again,
I think he has people over at his place, and apparently he's a few Sammy's Beach Bar rums deep.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that should be really fun.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. The other night after we went off, we chatted for a while, and Steve jumped in. I was chatting with Steve. You said, Johnny, well, once I leave, you're good for another 5 minutes, then I'll cut off. You jumped out at about, 8:45 your time. We talked for another 45 minutes after you jumped out even. And it got to the point, I'm like, I got to go to bed. I got to work in the morning. It's 12:30 in the morning here.
Oh. Los Angeles. Oh. Apparently I'll be in LA, you guys, on August 6th.
Oh, cool.
Oh, cool.
Apparently.
What are you doing?
Just
You're not telling anyone.
Well, no. Road trip. I'll be in Los Angeles, I'll be in Phoenix, I'll be in Austin. But if any of you guys are in any of those towns, I'll be around. What? Huh? Oh.
Des is jealous because you're going to Texas. Hardwood Steaks. I have not heard of a Pete Berg amp. I'm sorry. I haven't. I don't know what that is. Is that what Jimmy Page is using these days?
Yeah, Michael. That's right.
The only thing I've heard in the Jimmy Page camp lately is he's working on some stuff to bring out another Led Zeppelin live album, apparently, is in the works.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
That's cool. Romeo Delight has a very good question. He says, do any of you guys use Boss delay pedals? EVH used his delay in front of an amp. When I do that, the delay is really over the top. Any tips to control the delay amount? Yes. The thing is, when you use a lot of gain or anything more than, a little bit more than a clean amp, the delay is going to be it's going to be overkill. It's going to, no matter what you do, pretty much. The way to deal with that is to lower the feedback and lower the delay level. You probably have to keep it almost off.
Yeah.
Other than that, just like crack it. Probably not even on one. That's the only way to deal with it, or else it gets to be too loud and overpowers the signal. The way Eddie used his delay back then, it was more of a slapback. It was an analog slapback, and that's all he used it for. He didn't use it for songs like Cathedral. He always had that delay in an amps loop, or by the time he was doing that triplet echo, it was in some sort of loop, or however he had it so that it would be after the preamp section of his amplifier.
And I don't think they could have added that post, though, could they, Dave? Like, it'd be too hard to try to do Cathedral without hearing it, essentially.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's my advice to you, is to keep the delay level and feedback as low as possible, and to keep it at maybe 1 or 2 repeats only. Otherwise, it's just going to freak out. If the only way you can use delay in the signal going through the front of the amp is if you have a clean amp and you're using an overdrive pedal on your pedal board.
Right.
Because then your delay is after the overdrive.
Yeah.
And you're using your amp as a clean, just a clean platform.
That's what I do.
Yeah, same here.
So I hope that answers your question.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you could just run it through your effects loop, then you can have as many repeats as you want, and it'll work at line level and be great.
Right. That's how I do it. That's how I work the delay.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to use an analog delay to do, say, that, you know, the delay that's on Ain't Talking About Love, I do that in line in the front of the amp. It sounds better that way.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Mr. BHB Bruce has a question for you, Dave, as well. We tried answering it earlier.
Bruce, I'm not sure when the new Wolfgangs are coming out, but what I would do if I were you is call Joe Suma at Greenwich Music, and he'll tell you. I believe sometime in April. It's usually that way. If a guitar comes out in at Winter NAMM, usually by April or May you start seeing them in the stores. But you know, again, that's just a generalization. So I would call Joe Suma and ask him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a great idea.
What else we got?
Yeah, I'm just looking in case I missed anything.
Scott, same thing with the new 5150 amps. I would call Joe Suma. He ships around the country, and his prices, you can't beat his prices. He's got the best prices. Let him know that you are a friend of this show, me and Johnny Beane, and he will take care of you, I promise.
Yeah.
And the name of the store is Greenwich Music, and they're in Greenwich, Connecticut. Like I said, they ship all across America.
Yes.
Excellent.
Well, that's where that neck is from, right there.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
I was gonna say something. Oh, speaking of, well, I didn't say this. Somebody was asking me earlier. They were asking me if I could bring the podcasts back. I haven't podcasted any of these videos since Christmas. The last one we did was the Dave Christmas special, I think, and you know, after that, that's when Steve Anderson started jumping in, and the videos got to be 4 hours, 5 hours, and there's no way I'm not uploading all that. But so I think this video will be the beginning of more of those. So
I feel honored.
Awesome.
Yeah, because somebody, I think they left me a comment or something saying that they travel a lot, and they wanted the audios available again, and so yes.
I think that might have been last Friday, because I caught it on replay, and it seems to me I saw that in the comments or something. That rings a bell.
Something, yeah. Yes. Oh man, now I'm coughing. So what? Are you guys good?
Sure.
It's been 2 hours, and I have to upload this.
Blackie DH, Steve week, LOL. Now Ben week. I'm just helping out. I didn't realize that it was just going to be Johnny and me for the first while, and then we jumped on. He's like, so yeah, Jay and Dave aren't going to be here. I'm like, oh, cool. I'm glad I asked if I could help out tonight. Awesome. And then he puts away the chickens, and I'm just like, so guys, how's it going? I'm used to my 7 or 8 viewers in the chat. Like, they're in here as well. And those guys, you know, I could talk to them about anything, and it's because you're used to it, right? And all of a sudden, some new names and stuff. And it's like, Sure, let's go for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Douglas Bedore, my home is not only a bunker, it's an Archie bunker.
An itchy bunker. Yes. Yeah, Michael Smith. Cool, man. Cool. Yeah. So I'll definitely I'll get back to the audios of this stuff. So I'll upload this one later this evening to SoundCloud. Link is right down below. So, all right. Are you guys good? I think
sure. If you're good, I'm good, sir.
I know what I was going to say. Like when I jump out of this, like let's say if this video was to, let's say my power goes out.
Right.
Then you guys would have 5 minutes. You guys would still be live for 5 minutes. That's what I meant to say. But as far as being like, once we're done, I think as long as you're in there,
it just kept going.
It can keep, yeah. I think that's
well. Either way, I met a fellow Canadian, and we talked for quite a while there. Had a nice little chat. So,
could any of us understand what you guys were saying to each other?
Oh, probably not. No, it was full on Canuck at that point.
There were a lot of A's.
Yes, a lot of A's. Don't you know, eh? That's more of a Minnesota. You think we're from Minnesota, eh? But we're really just Canadian. And we always say A because we always have our toques pulled over our ears and we can't hear anything. So you always say, "Hey, did you hear me?" And yes, it's a toque. It's not a beanie or a woolen ski cap. It's a toque.
Is that what that's called? With like the puppy ears?
No, just cap with pom-pom on top. Well, pom-poms are
Oh, okay, with the pom-pom, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, because see now I'm coughing.
Yeah, a lot of people refer to them as beanies or ski caps or woolen ski caps. Rich went on a whole rant about it. I brought it up last night on the show because now that we have our logo, which is two guitars with toques on the headstocks. So, yeah, he went on a rant about that.
Toque or threek, whatever.
What does hoser mean? I don't know. That was a Mackenzie Brothers thing. You'll have to ask Dave Thomas or Rick Moranis about that.
I love that guy, Rick Moranis.
Oh, yes.
There was a question. Hang on a second. I lost it.
Yeah, the puppy hat.
Sully dude even spelled toque correctly. Toque. I know it doesn't make sense, but that's how you spell it.
Like this. Is this like...
that could be an... no, that's not a toque. Okay. That's almost like a trapper's hat.
Johnny.
Yeah, I call it the puppy hat, because it's got like the ears.
Yeah, it is. Connor Johnson.
Your spin doctor's hat, that's a toque.
Connor Johnson asked a question, and Johnny, you should answer it.
I can't even hear now.
Well,
Hey? I can't even hear.
It looks like your beard just started growing over your head.
I got the beard comb over.
He asks, what VH album does the 5150 overdrive pedal sound like?
What VH album does the... I can't even hear. It sounds like it kind of sounds like the Different Kind of Truth a little bit.
I'd even go as far as saying it sounds like Carnal Knowledge.
Okay, so it's the later Eddie full saturated.
Yes,
I was curious about that. I want one.
They're very good. It's a good pedal.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun to play with. I can't use it in the band, but I think it'd be fun to play with.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a sucker for pedals.
The thing is, when you're in a band situation, especially if you have more than one guitar player in your band, the less gain you use on that pedal, the better it sounds.
Right. Thank you, Michael Smith. You're saying great job tonight. Thanks. Appreciate it. Hair today, gone tomorrow.
Yeah.
Not me.
All right. You guys good, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're pretty good, eh?
Okay. I'm getting hot. All right. We'll see you guys. It's Friday. Thanks for hanging out with us. And again, the audio to this will be up on my SoundCloud. Link is down below. Ben, great to see you, man.
Thanks for having me again.
Oh, anytime.
Thanks.
And
Awesome.
Ben's link will be down below, so give
Yep.
him a subscribe. Give JJ's House of Jams a sub. That'll be down below.
Oh, do you know what you just said?
No.
Ben's link will be down below. That's funny.
It usually is.
Oh. All right, you guys.
That's a sausage thing.
Oh, apparently JJ just hired me. I'll do a show with you anytime, JJ. Anytime.
Yes, Jimmy Dean. All right, we'll see you guys. See you guys Tuesday, I guess.
Yes.
Maybe. Yeah. Or maybe
For
I don't know.
Trade
Maybe
Trim Tuesday.
yeah.
Try saying that 3 times real fast.
You okay? Yeah, he wants Howie's here. He wants his W. Yeah, Tuesday, maybe sometime this weekend. Maybe.
Cool.
Maybe something else. Click that bell.
Yes.
Subscribe. If you're not subscribed to this channel, click the bell and you'll know exactly when I'm sitting here. Which is usually all the time. All right, you guys. See you guys later. And leave a thumbs up on your way out and all that stuff. All right. Dave, good to see you. Ben, good to see you. Desiree, good to hear you.
Great to hear you, Des.
And we'll see you guys soon. Hi, there you are. All right. JohnnyBean.television. See you guys. Good night.